I'm alive, I do or die. I'm alive, do or die. I'm alive.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Sean Atwood channel with Rook Daily, myself, Ron Swanson. We're going to be diving into some more spiciness involving the Jayz, Diddy sphere, and of course, delving into the rest of the bombshells dropped by the one and only Big Hommie. Hope you're all doing well. How's everybody doing today? Still no baby Nova, right? Still no baby Nova, but she's freaking in the post, man. I'm telling you. Any minute now, it's in the post. I can't wait. It's exciting times, man. It's exciting times. Hope everyone is doing super well. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for all the massive support over all the live streams that we've been doing here on the Sean Atwood channel over the last few days. Keep it up, guys. You're nailing it, right? So if you can like and share and all of this, I would really, really appreciate it. I've got another delivery due in a couple of minutes, so if I've got to nip away, it's just because of that. And yeah, let's just have a wee look here. There's one here that I wanted to jump into straight away, which is by Carmen, Bryan, I believe, or Bryan. Hang on a second. And we've got Lean, and I think Maggie's going to pop on as well when she's done. She sent me over a whole bunch of stuff from Ali Carter from last night. I believe it's an Ali Carter live stream where she goes into a bunch of stuff. Honestly, it's like the mad recordings of Maggie, where she's like, it must honestly, it's about an hour of live stream filmed in 5-minute increments on her phone, pointed at her laptop. Oh, kind of awesome. Oh, hang on a second. Was that posted? Hang on. IG, nice one. Right. Okay. So yeah, I took a looting on it. Okay. Yeah. Good. We might not jump into it today because there's a lot of it. But tomorrow this could be something we go through. There's just a lot of it, and I'm happy to go through it all. I just need to make sure I've got it all in the right order and all that good stuff. Okay. So let's jump into this first article. Carmen Bryan, who got pregnant during a 9-year affair with Jayz, breaks her silence after the rapper is accused of R-ing a girl 13. If I'm getting her second name wrong, I do apologize. Carmen Bryan, who fell pregnant with Jayz's baby during a 9-year affair, has launched an attack against the rapper on Instagram in the wake of the allegations. The 52-year-old shared a pointed post writing, "These days, people don't defend what is right. They defend who they like. And that is what we call a groupie." Interesting take. Yeah, that's a good point. Carmen, who wrote a book describing herself as a hip-hop Helen of Troy, also made a jibe at the rapper by highlighting how he referred to himself as an artist in Kanye West Monster track. That's wild. We've got something that looks quite. We'll get onto this one next, people. If anyone had spotted that one, we'll get into this one next. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing it super duper well. And yeah, if you guys can please, 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 like I say, give me some likes, give me some shares. It really helps. She posted lyrics from a song highlighting the lines "Kill a block," "I do this in the avenues," "I are and pillage your village," "Women and children." I mean, I'm not being funny, right? Is that not a bit of a mad lyric to put in a song? Like, you could have just left it there. You could have taken out the R, right? And just went with the "pillage your village." Do you know what I'm saying? Just take out this, because that's wild. Jay-Z has been hit with a civil lawsuit that claims he essayed a 13-year-old in September 2002 after the MTV Music Awards with Sean Diddy Combs, but denies the allegations and insists the victims are it's of a blackmail attempt. I think that is crazy. Carmen, who previously worked as an executive assistant in the record industry, fell pregnant during her affair with Jay-Z, which went on from 95 to 2004, while she was also dating his arch rival, Nat. That is mad. Also dating his arch rival Nas, but sadly suffered a miscarriage. Like that is nuts. Like how could you be having an affair and going out with the guy you have an affair with arch rival? Like there seems a conflict of interest there. Their affair continued even while Carmen was engaged to Nas, the father of her daughter Destiny, who was born in 1994. But she finally ended things after being left disgusted by JG rapping about having sex with her in the song Super Ugly. Oh, wow. All right. Sorry, that's just the update for this last delivery. I'll be here in 10 minutes. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right, let me get these. Okay. Oh, also, Friday night after Friendly Fire with myself and Samson, we've got extended interview with Ronnie Bull. Ronnie Bull live, 11 o'clock, Sean Edward channel. Between now and then, it's just a plethora of content. It's like there's literally too much to remember. We'll go over it all once we've read this article because it is chunky. It's a chunky. It's a massive week. Like I'm not going to lie. The stuff that I've got lined up for Sunday, Friday, and I think probably next week Tuesday is just going to blow your mind. It's just. I just love it. I just love my job. I love you guys. It's just awesome. Right, here we go. That sounds ugly. There's our post. There's our post. Okay. JG released a track in 2004 and rapped about how he'd had sex with Carmen in a Jeep and left. Okay. Lovely. I mean, why though? Like, why? Wrong move. That was the moment I lost respect for Sean Combs, she wrote, referring to the rapper by his initials and his real name, Sean. Oh, Sean Carter. I beg your pardon. Sean Combs. Uh, Carmen previously Carmen previously confessed about the affair to Nas after the release of Memphis Bleak and Jay-Z's track "That Your Chick," a highly this word song about stealing another man's partner. He revealed after the release of the song that Nas phoned her to ask if it was about her after years of choosing not to believe rumors between the pair. In the memoir, it's not secret. Carmen recalled a difficult conversation with Nas. He wrote, "Nas, it's because you're. I mean, if you have got two mortal enemies and you're just doing the shim sham with two of them, the two of them. I mean, that's a mess. No one made you get into that scenario, surely. A difficult conversation with Nas. She wrote, "Nas, it's true. The rumors are true. I've been seeing Jay Z." During a 3 a.m. phone call, Carmen explained she and Jay Z had been having an affair for 5 years after they met as friends and began an intimate relationship a year later. In an interview with Vlad TV in 27, Carmen also admitted she fell pregnant with JD's baby, which afterwards she miscarried. "I believe I was 3 months. It was the first trimester. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like, oh, we're going to have a baby." That is some dreads, by the way. Oh, that's Nas, right? Yeah. Okay. She also confessed she had only told Jay-Z about the pregnancy after the miscarriage had happened. Discussing song Takeover, which was released in 2001 about about Carmen, she explained I'd already split up with Nas. I had shipped all of my things to LA. I'd moved and packed Destiny, and we were already out. Nas and I went together. We were not in a relationship, yet things weren't completely over. As she said, we were still going back and forth and seeing each other. The relationship wasn't null and void. The Jay-Z is the first celebrity to be named alongside Diddy in a myriad lawsuit filed against Combs. Both rappers have denied allegations. The victim claims the R took place in the VMAs after party in September 2000, while an unidentified female celebrity awards. This is going to be the next one, man. Like, this is going to be the next one, because it's a report, Amanda, about this lady here, Carmen Bryan, who had an affair with Jay-Z over many years and sadly suffered a miscarriage. She's come forward telling her story, and her main point is, a lot of people are pushing crimes to the side based off of the fame of the person. Like, if they're a celebrity, they're looking past the horrors that they're doing. Also, is it just me, or does Jay-Z look like a serious math nerd in that picture right there? Like, I'm just saying. Nas and I weren't together. Okay, we've done that. Done that. The victim claims the R took place. We've done that too. There was victim. Okay. Snapshot here. All right. The rapper claimed he feared that his 3 children and Beyonce would have to endure the harassment in the wake of the allegations. Jay-Z said he is especially worried about Blue Ivy. He's 12 and afraid she may face questions after our friends hear about the lawsuit. The couple also share twins, Rumi and Sir 7. My only heartbreak is for Jay-Z till the day comes Sunday. My wife and I have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where their friends will surely see the press, ask questions about the nature of the claims, and explains the cruelty and greed of people. Jay-Z said he mourned yet another loss of innocence and declared that his children should not have to endure the graphic accusations at their young age. Is this guy for real? It's unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit, he said. Beyonce and Jay-Z have been an R&B power couple for more than 20 years. They got married in April 2008, and by April, all right. All right, that's the end of it. Okay, random. So yeah, I'm just getting into this next one. I just wanted to go through that because when individuals come forward and they tell stories of how they were treated and all of this, it builds a kind of data timeline, and lets us process things a little bit more accurately when we're judging these things. Now, this was the one that popped up on the screen at the site. Jennifer Lopez caught up in Jay-Z R scandal as unearthed photo shows her arguing with Diddy on the night of alleged assault. Ew. Jennifer Lopez has been dragged in the Jay-Z scandal after she was caught on a camera fighting with JD as he combed at the same night. Both men now stand accused of R-ing a 13-year-old girl. Jay-Z, 55, whose real name is Sean Carter, was named Sunday in a man in a lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, a third celebrity, a woman, was present in the room. And we've seen this photo, right? We've all seen this one before. Now, with yesterday's naming of JC, the eyebrow-raising altercation and the events of that sordid evening have been thrust firmly back into the spotlight. J-Lo dated Coleman in 2001 in a relationship which continues to cast a long shadow over the star to this day. All right. Sorry, I'm just scanning this image. The lawsuit in which the victim is identified as Jane Doe was originally filed in October, but an amended complaint filed Sunday is now named Jayz as the secondary previously anonymous celebrity to have allegedly arred while she was intoxicated alone. Intoxicated alone. Did you see they're saying Kourtney Kardashian's son? Okay, I'm just reading through your side chat, guys. Bear with me. All right, you guys are just chatting away quite nicely. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate you. Another celebrity stood by, a female celebrity apparently, stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. That third celebrity has not been named, but is identified as a female whom the victim immediately recognized. Dude! What if? Okay, now. What if? Is it not like a legal thing, right? Where if you've got a bunch of people who've all committed a crime, is there not like in the movies, they try and break one of them to give evidence against them all so that they get a lighter sentence, right? Right? So are we seeing a tactic here where it's like, hey, we know who you are. You might want to have a conversation with us. Is that what you think it is? Because that's what I think it is. At the time of the assault, which the suit states took place or around September 7, 2000, the victim had had a friend drive her to the Radio City Hall so she could try and attend the award ceremony for which she did not have a ticket. And you know, someone said to me yesterday, this isn't confirmed, but apparently she snuck out as well. And as far as like nightmares that parents have, this is the one. You put your kids to bed, you think everything's fine, and they've snuck out, and before you know it, they're trapped in a situation that will change their life forever. She watched the show outside on a jumbotron before approaching several limousine drivers in hopes of talking her way into the event or an after party. 13. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is the legal suit from Jane Doe. Oh man. Yeah, well, do you want to give this reading? Could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. The room contained only a large bed with no furniture of any other kind. Any other furnishing. That is creepy. Soon after Combs entered the room, along with the defendant Carter and a female celebrity, Celebrity B, plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities. Combs aggressively approached the plaintiff, which, with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Oh, man. Combs then threw the plaintiff towards the wall, causing the plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her and threw her on the bed. At the point, Carter began removing the plaintiff's clothes. As she grew more and more disorientated, plaintiff was held down by Carter and is arred while Combs and Celebrity B watch. After Carter is finished, he stepped back towards the wall. Combs then stepped forward and done the same while Carter and Celebrity B watched. Combs then knocked the plaintiff down and attempted to force plaintiff to perform that on him. She fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Combs in the neck. Taken aback, Combs stopped this attempt. When Combs backed away in surprise, the plaintiff grabbed her clothes and shoes and ran out of the bedroom, holding her dress in front of her like a towel. Although there was other guests still at the party, no one appeared to take any notice of the plaintiff's distress and attempted to help her. Right. Once outside, plaintiff put her clothes back on left and left the scene in the dark. Plaintiff attempted to retrace the route taken by the limo driver. She kept running until she reached a gas station on her way to the party. A female clerk noticed her. Combs' business enabled and compromised with Combs Carter to commit the crime of violence motivated and gender because Combs and Carter essayed the plaintiff at a party related to a party related to or referencing Combs' business. On information and belief, Combs' business routinely committed SA and gender motivated violence, as it detailed in her other civil lawsuits the business purpose to further the business purposes of Combs' enterprise. Given Combs' long-standing pattern and practice of committing SV against women, the Combs business had and or should have had knowledge of Combs using such parties and venues for unlawful conduct, and they did nothing to stop it. I agree. Let's see what this is. I think this is some fluff B-roll. I think that's my delivery here. Sorry. Big Homie wanted to expose more, but I kept on talking. Yeah, it was an interview and a discussion. I'm so sorry. But Big Homie will be back on Sunday and he'll be back next week. So there is more to come. That delivery is about to arrive as well. So before we get on to anything else, I'm just going to wait for that because it's going to knock on the side door, which is right here. Thank you, Petty, as Petty does. I want the Jigger Man behind bars. He doesn't deserve to be amongst the public. Big Homie doing good work. Yeah, Big Homie's the man. Big Homie needs a big hug. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. Jayz said Jayz R-worded her. Jaguar said Jayz R-worded her with a pow at her head. Star Reporter showed the video. Jaguar denied it. However, it was a lie, and she said it was 6 months ago on a Storm and Row show. Okay, I don't know what that one is entirely about. But I'm just reading through your messages. Right, hang on a second. That's going to be my delivery here. I will be back in 1 minute, everybody. Everyone just stay frosty. All right, I'm back. I just need to go and put something in the fridge. Apologies. Please like and share. If you start sharing, I'll get this in the fridge. All right. Thanks, everyone. Apologies. All right. Did he say Capri Sun? Oh, I love you guys. All right. My hair's on a freaking mad one today as well. Right. All right. So, where are we? About an hour, bit of an hour. Okay, let me get the link sent out. I think Maggie's live. She might be busy. That's all right. I'll get it sent out to Lean as well. And where are we with this? Here we are. One chauffeur who was driving Combs and others to the after party agreed to come back to take her to the after party, noting that she fit what Diddy was looking for. That is just so grim. Mm. You know, I think that's what that lady Brianna was saying, right? Do you know what I mean? And as well, you've got to remember as well, and there's no criticism to any of the survivors, but I feel like so many of them have put their stories out, but then they have their channels taken down. So then they have to like put the story up elsewhere again, but the story's already been clipped and put up in other places, and then their channel gets taken down again. And I feel like the stories can be a bit broken, if you know what I'm saying. That's no one's fault, obviously. Um, but I'm one of these people that I need like I would rather sit down and have 20 videos and then spend a couple of hours putting them in the right order and then playing through them. I need it to I like it when it plays out consistently, if that makes sense. Um so yeah, a lot of the stuff, especially with Jag and Ali, it's just so horrific. It really is. It really, really is. Right, where are we? I'm just reading your side chats, guys. Yeah, yeah, 100%. It does seem to be. Well, here's the interesting thing. So we sort of uncovered with Big Homie an interesting occurrence, right? So when he was talking about the guys that made the offers, and they were talking about the guy whose name is BAAL, right? Or Mr. B, who we're going to call him from now on. Like Mr. B is a creature or an energy, right? Or demonic energy that you make a deal with and you bond with. Okay. And as long as you keep up your end of the deal, it'll keep up its end of the deal. You see what I'm saying? Whereas that's very different from a deity or a god, right? Who you worship, if you see what I mean. It's different. And it's quite interesting to think that we have now two realms. And I tell you something else. I think when it comes to the ones in the with Mr. B, and also could very be possibly with the what we call the other ones. We'll call them the Obramovich. Okay, Obramovich's or Mabramovich crew. I think a lot of it comes down to the free will. Okay, so whether or not you've been conditioned and broken down and given substances and you've given free will over and horrible things happen to you. Okay. I know that's not free will. Okay. But technically, it could be seen from a demonic, ritualistic point of view. But I think when it comes to the Mr. B's crew, I think free will is very important. I think that's all part of it. They have to cross into the atrocities willingly. And it's quite an interesting one. I tell you what, though, kids, put a one in the side chat. If since that Big Homie interview, every single photograph, celebrity photograph, I'm looking for like a pale skinned, blue eyed dude. Do you know what I'm saying? With a dog. Yeah, my phone's going. Oh, that's magic. Okay, right, good. So it's just interesting. So I do you know what? Hang on, something about the healthcare, Cecil. What do you make of people putting up wanted signs of other top executives? I mean, it's banter, but it's maybe a bit too soon, right? It's a bit too soon, but also, I mean, I'm telling you, if you're a CEO, okay, and you've had to do budget cuts where hundreds of families have been catastrophically cast into poverty just so that you can have an $8.2 million bonus this year on top of your already outrageous salary. I think you should all be. I think a little fear of God in these people is all right. I'm not condoning what happened. I'm not condoning what happened. But there's a big difference between going out and pew-pewing someone and putting up a poster. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, man, it's all madness. Okay, so Maggie was kind enough to send me a massive amount of Ali Carter stuff. I didn't want to jump in playing it because she's the one who recorded it all, and I don't sort of want to steal her story if she's planning on doing something with it. But it's about 40 minutes long, what I've got. So I'm going to download it all and make it chronological. And then if once Maggie's okay with that, I'll get that. We will all sit and watch through it. And saying that, if it's still live on Instagram, we can watch through it. That would probably make more sense too. But Maggie panicked and recorded it. Look, I'll show you what it looks like. Do you know what I'm saying? So she's a legend. She's a legend for doing it. So it's all there, but I don't know if it's still up or what the situation is with it. But I don't want to take anything away that Maggie might have planned with it before I speak to her. That's all. Right, let's try. Okay, listen, we're just going to get to the end of this one, then I want to dive back into Big Homie. One of her was okay. Once the party, the girl was asked to sign a document. We know this after taking a few sips of the drink. Yeah, we know this too. Yeah, it's just going through everything we already know or recognize the three celebrities. This is my guy. My guy. So hopefully we might. Oh, Marlene. Yeah, fantastic. Are you on the Discord, Marlene? Oh, that's Lean, right? That's Lean. Yeah, Lean, you'll be on here soon. So don't worry. Yeah, I got you. Marlene, do you want to join the Discord? Yeah, okay. I'm a dumbass. Okay, yeah, that looks super cool. I've just seen the thing you asked me to look at earlier, Lean. Yeah, that looks super fun. Thingofnightmares.com. What is this? Oh. Yeah, Lena sent over some other stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's like a mind map of a bunch of Man on the Island stuff. So we'll get to that too. Now, 13. Whoa, it's 1400. Just listen, give yourselves all a pat on the back. In fact, you know what? Everybody, right? Give yourself a like. Okay? Look, just boom, like, bosh. Because you're all killing it, man. You're smashing it. You're smashing it as a community, as a side chat. You're killing it. And I appreciate every one of you. So, where are we now? Oh, Magenstein. Magenstein, what is happening?
Hello.
What's happening?
Oh, so much.
Okay, so I didn't want to show too much of the Ali Carter stuff in case you're saving it for content for yourself or you've not reviewed
No.
it.
I said it to you for a reason.
Okay, that's good. So there's wads of it. So I'm going to need to download it all and make it like a video for us to watch. So I'll do that for tomorrow and we'll go over that tomorrow. Before we jump into Big Homie or anything like that, do you want to just tell us a little bit about the Ali Carter Live and then jump into what's been rustling your jimmies this week, right? Because every time I see you on a live, I'll nip in for a couple of seconds and you're just like going off on Mr. Lionel usually, right? But it's been great, man. It's great. Also, Lena will be coming to join us for the last half hour of the show. She's going to update everyone on how she's been. And then tomorrow, Lean is coming in with some bombs. Okay. She's not even going to be forgiven about it. It's just like sacks of bombs that she's going to launch off the top of a building. And who cares what happens when they land? Metaphorical bombs. Okay. YouTube algorithm. In fact, let's remove that word. A whole bunch of peaceful facts. Okay. Oh, man. You know, since Sean told me politely to not mention large wild cats and their ability to consume PDF people, right? And how the algorithm sees that as bad. I've noticed how much I talk about either myself or creatures consuming things. It's quite mad.
So funny.
Mate, well, you know what? It's funny because I thought he was going nuts, but when he explained it to me, I was like, "Oh yeah, that definitely." If I was AI and I heard a
Mhm.
dude saying, "Let's bring back the Colosseum," and then, and it made sense. So, but ever since then, I've been catching myself. Like I've almost said it again about 5 times, but I keep catching myself. So yeah, it's amazing the stuff we do subconsciously. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I've listen. In fact, I'm going to shut up now.
Yeah, no, the thing with basically Ali, she came out because she needed to debunk that Misha knew her and that Misha had like that she had the paper of Misha. So she was forced to come out after 2 years just to debunk what is going on with Misha.
Like,
Ron, you're mute.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
Ali Carr has been radio silent and has
Mm-hmm.
come effectively out of hiding, right? Metaphorically
Mm-hmm.
speaking, to
Mm-hmm.
address drama that was created by a YouTuber.
Yes, that's why I don't like Lionel B.
Let's just call him Mr. B.
Mr.
Let's call him.
B.
Yeah,
Because
I like, I
Mr.
like, I
B
like,
is the one.
I like. I like to make it legally difficult for anyone to
Mhm.
click buttons and be like, "Oh, they're saying this or they saying that." It's not us being silenced; it's us being smart. It's
Mhm.
weaponizing the algorithm so
Mhm.
that, yeah, do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, exactly. So
go on.
Mr. B, because
Oh,
Mr. B decided because Mr. B decided to basically put on his platform someone that is not reliable, because right now, like Misha was doing a live yesterday, and now she was saying that Jaguar Wright abandoned her in the woods when she was about to be sacrificed at 13-year-old.
do you know? I actually heard that Jaguar writes a shapeshifting reptilian, and she actually might be Jay-Z, Diddy, and Beyonce. Have we seen a photograph of all four of them at once? I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, it's getting out of control now. So if we're saying
Exactly.
so Jaguar Wright dropped
Hmm.
her off in the woods and was part of. I mean, I'm not being. I'll be honest with you.
Hmm.
Jaguar Wright has admitted to some pretty dark stuff, and I'm not being funny. She would fall on her own sword in the name of the truth. She would,
Exactly.
and, and long before now, she would have been sat online in tears telling the world about all of it, because she's not going to have anything that she's done weaponized against her. She would eat the humble pie, she'd fall on her sword, and she would let everyone make their own judgment. And I fully and
Exactly.
wholeheartedly believe that. And you know what? That is why I know this is all madness. It's
Yeah,
all madness.
because now she's saying that Jaguar was in the ritual when they were going in the wood. And then
Mhm.
when Jaguar saw what was going on, Jaguar Wright ran away.
Mm.
Jaguar Wright running away.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Jaguar Wright was one. Did we not? Did Jaguar Wright not tell a story? Now, completely take this with it. You need to correct me. It was one of the
Hmm.
live streams last week. Who was it that we were interviewing? Oh, it was Julia. Oh, never mind. Just forget everything I said. It was Julia.
Okay.
Was it Julia? It was Julia. Was it Julia? It wasn't Jaguar. So forget it. So yeah. So they were. So apparently Jaguar dropped her off. Ritual. Jaguar ran away.
Hmm.
Okay.
And Adria was a handler, and she was a hitman, and
Was
she
it-
was in Dubai and England and New
And
York and Miami
apparently,
in 3 years.
yeah, I heard that she said that Sean Atwood was selling the merch for the ritual, and doing the chalk ices and all that kind of stuff. So that's a bit wild, bro. No, like,
Yes, I literally did a list of everything that she was saying because I couldn't believe what she was saying, and I knew I needed to remember. And now, later on, because she kept on coming out, and Lionel B is teasing the part three, Ali, after 2 years, she needed to come out and say,
wait,
in
wait,
2012, I
wait.
wasn't in Texas.
Wait. I'm sorry. It sounded like you said part 3 was coming out and he was teasing at it. I'm assuming
Oh
I
yes.
heard that wrong. Okay.
No. No.
Okay. Wait. Wait.
Mhm,
How?
mhm.
So are we now? Is he now believing the new narrative? So she lied before, and now there's a part 2. I've not watched part 2. I'm assuming part 2 is just them all saying we're really sorry about part 1, and that's the end
No.
of it.
No. Like there's part 1, part 2, and then there is the apology, and then there's 2 video basically just bashing Jaguar so that we can turn our attention on Jaguar instead of looking into the credibility of Lamisha. And then after, now he's like, there will be a part 3 where we will talk about how it was when she was on the table. So now Ali had
Whoa,
to
whoa, whoa,
come
whoa, whoa,
out.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Mhm.
Wait, wait. Part 3
Mhm.
is going to talk about the girl on the table, but is the girl on the table not the same girl that was in the t-shirt sat in the record studio? No, those are 2 different people.
Yeah, because Misha is every ethnicity. Like she was a white woman in the DNG shirt, and then and now she's saying that Anna Kane was with her in the studio, and that she was in the studio also, and that she had to stay 2 days in the pool until Diana Ross started looking at her funny.
What is going on?
Ask Nine B. He's the one who's giving her a platform.
No, no. For me, this is at the stage of just you and me busting some chops every day, right?
Yeah,
Like the reason that I want to say Mr. B as well is
Mr.
because
B.
we don't have to send anybody anywhere, to go and look at his stuff.
Mhm.
Respectfully. I'm not saying anything derogatory about anyone. I'm just saying what is going on? Like genuinely, this is the face I make when I'm in IKEA and I steer off of the when you go in IKEA, they've got the arrows, and if you veer off the path with the arrows, it's the same face.
Mhm.
It's just confusion. I'm just like
Yeah.
looking around like a toddler for an adult to just help. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
It does
No,
sound like
part 3
non.
is coming out. Part 3 is coming out. She will be able to tell us how Adria, Natanya, and Jaguar were all handlers, and that she was a super spy and she was a hitman, and she gave birth 4 times in 3 years,
Yep,
and
yep.
she
And
took out
Courtney
Mhm.
Burgess is a living genius, as well with
Yes,
197 IQ. What is
yes.
going? This seems a bit wild.
Oh
And
yeah,
what?
Lionel B apologized and then said, "So part 3, right, everyone?"
So what's his community saying? Like, what's the Mr. Biosphere saying?
Is the thing is Mr. B is making sure that people do not understand the full story, because now Misha is blaming Adria for making people believe that she's the girl in the DNG shirt. So now everything is Adria's fault.
Hang on a second.
Mhm. Kim, and I am on Jemima. Me too, man. Me too. I was at the Diddy party. What the hell?
1 second.
Oh yeah, no worries.
One
No,
second.
Mr. B decided to make his viewers not understand the whole situation so that he can continue to platform Misha.
Okay, so he's trying to. Is it almost like we're trying to shape a narrative to make something? We're just smashing a square peg off a circular hole. Just
Exactly. Because he said that, oh, now the picture on
allegedly.
the table. Yeah, not allegedly. He said it on his video. He said that the person and on the table, he saw her and he could tell that it was Misha. But that is a lie, because the picture that she was showing like that is a picture that has been out for like months. And that picture, we don't see the face of the person. But Lionel B, he was like, I cannot show the picture because I have integrity, and she was 13-year-old. But in the first part, he showed the picture.
I'm going to call this now. Lionel B has been sucked in to a shill, and I'm telling you now, he has been sucked in to something that he is in way over his head to the point he doesn't even know what is going on with this. He's just
I
wanting
don't
to keep
think he
the
doesn't
story
know.
fair dues. But I'm going to say
Mhm.
this right now. This 1,000,000%, in only Ron's opinion, not the Sean Atwood's opinion, just Ron's opinion, this is 100% a psyop, a counter agent, the Gestapo, whatever you want to call it. But this is nonsense. This is nonsense. So what they've managed to do is trick one channel allegedly
Mhm.
into creating thousands of views. Okay, thousands and thousands of
Millions.
that. If for some reason in a couple of weeks someone comes out and completely destroys Misha once again with her credibility, that's one big YouTube channel that's going to never recover and be taken down from it. And that's how they do it. That's how it's done. And it's interesting because I would say out of most of the channels, Lionel B had a ridiculously good.
Jasmine is telling me if I'm slow. The thing is, I'm not slow. I know that it has been debunked, but at the same time, if Lionel B is continuing to platform her, does it matter that it was debunked?
Wait, what do you mean slow? Who's slow?
I don't know. There is a Jasmine that's telling me that I'm slow.
Okay,
Like
well,
I'm stupid.
suck her mum.
Yeah.
That means suck her mum.
Me, I was just like, I'm not slow. That Lionel B is the one taking us all for fool. Well, Mr. B is the one
Listen,
taking us all for fool.
Anyone who wants to call any of my teams slow, please
shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What did your dumb ass say it?
Okay.
Like even Natanya said that I was smart, so I will believe Natanya.
Yeah, no, I think you're very smart. I don't understand. They don't have to kick her out, just time her out. So she's maybe had a few cervezas. Okay, maybe her boyfriend's come home, forgot their anniversary, and maybe she's in a same-sex relationship, and her partner looks a lot like Maggie, and they've gone through a lot this week. And she looks at Maggie, and she's like, "Oh, I just want to take out my rage." Okay, so everyone's had a bad day. Okay.
Like all I can say is that the situation is because people are saying, "Oh, it's ridiculous," and I'm like, "Yes, it is." But who is encouraging the ridiculousness of the whole situation, especially since Misha clearly stated in her live yesterday that the whole point of her coming out was to bring out Ali, which she did. Like everything was about bringing out Ali. That's what she said.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's quite creepy. That gave me
Yeah,
the
she said it,
chills.
and yeah, because like I was watching it, she said it in the 22-minute of her live of yesterday. Like the point was for her to bring out Ali, and then she was having a big smile saying when she comes out, all the evidence, all the insurance paper that she's talking about, they're mine. They are my papers, they're not hers.
Oh, this is getting scary.
Yes, it is.
Like that is like
Mm-hmm.
that's like when you watch the war movie and the sniper shoots your friend in the leg and he's left there screaming, and you've now got to choose whether or not to run across the battlefield and drag him to safety.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Except it's
Like
not
I
one
swear.
it's not one of her friends that got hit in the knee. It's her
Mm-hmm.
truth and her credibility, and she's had to run out to save that. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is quite crazy.
Yeah. Like I don't understand why Lionel B is platforming her. I don't understand why in the Jayz lawsuit he's talking about Yellow Busy, and Yellow Busy had a link to Misha. She was in his trap house. And now Jayz randomly is just mentioning that man that nobody knows.
Honestly, I would be paying attention more to the things that are coming out of Misha's mouth and worrying too much about why Lionel keeps platforming anybody. Like this is a huge distraction. I think the more prevalent thing right now is what you said about Ali. I think that is the only thing that anyone needs to focus on. Forget about the other two. It's meaningless. It's a meaningless time hole. Okay. And we can't be going down those time holes. All right. We've got too few hours in the day as it is. Damn.
No, it's creepy. Like if you listen to Ali, Ali actually had to come out and say, "This is my diploma from 2012. This is what happened in 2012." Like Ali had to come out and debunk what Misha was saying, while Misha is saying that she wants to make her come out and take her proof because she's like her insurance money, like her insurance paper, they are mine.
Do you know what? Do you know my biggest frustration with all this? That I
Mhm.
do not have the time to go into Ali's case and represent Ali's story the way I
Yeah.
want to do it. Right? I'm being serious. Like I would love if and I'll tell you something else. If in January you want to do a community effort on Discord where we maybe pick 4 chapters of Ali's story, we'll make 4 different rooms. We can post relevant content and information for those points and chapters. So maybe like Ali, chapter 1, the early years, chapter 2, the Diddy years, and I'm just paraphrasing, right? But if you'd
Yeah,
want
for
to do
sure.
that, because
Mhm.
I'm just about 8 minutes, Lean, and I'll send you over the link because I would love to do that, but there's absolutely no chance in hell I've got the manpower as just myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Look,
do you know what I'll do? I'll get 99% of it right and
mhm,
totally screw up by having one bit in the wrong place, and it'll just throw it all off. So let's get Christmas out the way, right?
mhm,
And I'll make
mhm.
let's get Christmas out the way, and then we'll start that in January because I would really like there to be one thing on the internet that is a consistent Ali Carter story, right? So that when people watch it, they're picking up the Ali Carter story from the next part of her story.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to do that. And I tell you something else. I'll
Mhm.
reach out to Ali Carter as well, um, because we've got her emails and stuff like that.
She's on Telegram and she has like secret group on Telegram.
Yeah, I'm in a couple of the Telegram groups.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
hang on a second. Oh, so yeah, thank you so much. Who the hell? Hang on a second. Who was that first one from? Janie and Mama Fidget Toys. Oh, Janie and Mama Fidget Toys. You missed out. I had to check out that channel. Angie, Natalia, Jagron, Amazing Humans, your friend Glorianne. Thank you for saying Ali's name. She needs our healing, productive energy. Blessing to all the humans here today. Save the children. Thank you so much, Janie and Muma Fidget Toys. Thank you. Right, spiritual gangsters, Miss Tonya. At this point, Ali has not went to the authorities, hasn't got rep. She's just telling her stories for money. Why no
What
action? Well,
money?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Who's who? She's on Instagram, right? It's an Instagram live she's on, right? Is that what she
She
was on
was on a
Instagram?
live. I think she was on live on Instagram and on Telegram. I saw it on Telegram.
Okay, yeah, so that's not
And
monetized.
I don't
Yeah,
agree. Yeah.
that's not monetized.
Mhm.
I'm happy for you to tell us more, spiritual gangster. But I can tell you right now, there ain't no monetization on Instagram.
Sh-
You
She
can get
literally
third
said it. She said it.
yeah,
She
but
said,
that's
I will not put a cash app. If you put a cash app, and that's what she was also repeating a lot, because we all know that Misha on her first live with Lionel made $50,000 on cash app.
shut up. Well, I'll come on your channel and lie to a bunch of people. And you can put my cash up if you want. Right? I'm sure.
Hmm, hmm.
What I'm saying?
And
That's like
Ali was going after that. And she
that's a
kept on
crypto
talking about the children. She was like, people are forgetting the children with what is going on with Misha.
that
Where
is
did you go?
I'm right here. I'm having some Capri Sun. I need to process a lot. Process a lot of
No,
stuff.
it was crazy. No, yesterday, Ron, I wanted to call you so many times because I was like, I don't know what to do with that information. I don't know what to do.
Yep. Deborah, I completely agree. That is listen, I'm gonna give you my opinion. So if I was Jaguar and I was in her position,
Mhm.
you have to look at things you can say and how you can say them that will keep you alive, and know that the stuff that you know you have and they know that you have are the things that keep you alive. If you see what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
there
exactly.
could be things that Jaguar has that she could put online or hand to the police that would change the whole dimensions of this case, but she wouldn't make it to the end of the week. Do you see what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
you know, I think Jag's allowed to have a percentage of her life where she enjoys it. She's doing what she wants to do. She was she sung on the live stream the other night. She dropped some bars on the live stream, and it's just awesome,
She
man.
did.
I cannot wait to have a Jag stream that has nothing to do with any of this. And we're talking about
Mm.
music and her and all of it. I can't wait. It's coming, but it's not coming, as soon as I'd like it. Oh, also, I
No,
beg your
for
pardon.
sure.
So thank you for that as well, Deborah Cogan. Yeah, let's go with that. Thank you so much. So, and that, if I'm being honest with you, that is what a dead man switches. It's what our
Mhm.
what the hell's his name? Isaac Cappy. He had a dead man switch. Something bad happened to him. His dead man switch went active. It's in my documentary Hope Dies Here. And it doesn't take a genius to work that. You got to keep something that keeps you alive.
Exactly. That's what Ali was explaining. She was saying, listen, my insurance paper, they're mine, they're not to anyone else. I was not in the same state as Misha in 2012. I was in California studying and she was in Texas. So, and yes, Lionel, Mr. B has a percentage of every money that Misha makes because he is her manager.
But hey, we can't criticize that. Okay.
No, I'm just asking myself, why would you take a victim as a client?
Well,
What is there to manage?
The story.
That's the thing. And if the story is extremely suspicious, then that doesn't work.
Oh yeah, he completely cockahooey this. This was a
Mhm.
big cockahooey. All right.
Mhm.
One of them. It's a big. You know when like you drop the Christmas lights and they turn into a big ball of Christmas lights. That's kind of what I feel this situation is.
Me too.
Because I've said this again, and I want to be objective here. I think the part 3 is a bit mad, right? But any one of you who aren't familiar with survivors who were left alone in a room with Misha, and she was to break down and tell her story like that, 99% of us are gravitating to the trauma that she's been through and trying to help. But
On
it's
the
very
first and the first one, yes, not the
yeah,
second
oh,
one.
no, completely. And I said this to you last week. You have to be
Mhm.
able, as a journalist, do you think the BBC, right? If a survivor comes to the BBC, or that's a terrible example. Let's go Channel 4. Let's go Sky News, right? If a survivor comes to Sky News and goes, "Oh,
Mhm.
I was ard by Diddy and Jayz, put me on the news," you know that they're going to turn around and go, "Are you lying? Are you lying? Can we have some evidence, please?" But for some reason, people are shocked when creators have the audacity to question a survivor. And there is that lingering stigma for a lot of people, and they just haven't got there yet with being able to do that. I've been there, I've progressed past it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that lie. Yeah, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, that was a good one, right? So I'm not saying that's what's happened. I always have to look at things objectively. I'm very happy to both sides, even if I don't agree with anything. So I want to reiterate, part 3, mad. Way this has all been handled, mad. So yeah.
Doing an apology and not actually saying what Misha lied about, mad, because he wants to bamboozle his subscriber. Because if he actually said the whole story, then it would make no sense to bring Misha on.
The diddler and the jizzler. Oh God. It's not funny. This is not a funny situation, but that's a banger. It's not a banger. This is not funny. We have to laugh. There's just too much going on. We just have to.
Exactly. I feel like I cannot sleep.
If you heard the voice note from Maggie at 1:00 this morning, Ron, you have to come and see this, Ron. She was losing her damn mind. It's awesome.
Yes, I was like, Ron, where are you? I need direction.
Yeah, nah, like honest to God, Ron woke up at 10:00 this morning and had 10 thumbnails to make, right? Say 20 minutes to half an hour a thumbnail. Oh, It's a freaking nightmare. So I was meant to start this at 4, so I actually ran.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Did I? Yeah, that's fine. I was sending that to Lee. I was meant to start at 4, and the whole thing ran late because I just couldn't. I had to eat, I had to shower, I had to do all this stuff.
Yes. You have to sleep.
No, no, no. Dan keeps giving me a hard time because I explained to her like when I met her, like part of this job is you're a
Mhm.
slave to the algorithm at some point, right? So if
Yes.
something pops off, we're not going to miss out on 2 million views over a few days. We're going to jump on it and we've got to do it. When things are quiet, it's a lot easier to plan your life. But it's just been crazy. It's been crazy the last sort of 8
Yes.
weeks. It's been wild. So,
Oh, yes. And people keep on trying to distract us.
oh yeah, but I love it, man. Like I am here for the conclusion to the Mr. B story in like 4 months. Like I'm so here for it, man. Like Courtney Burgess. Like name me one other time in your life you've met a Courtney Burgess. For a start, the whole camera angle scenario, the glasses, all of this madness. I mean, when are you going to meet another guy like that?
And then Mr. B said that Courtney Burgess gave him the medical paper of Jaguar.
Listen, man, we have met such characters here, right? I can't name any names, but there's one that I like to call Sensitive Sally, right? Do you know what annoys me? Right?
What go?
If you say something on the internet, right? I don't mean in a family video that you've uploaded to Facebook with your aunt. I mean, if you're a legitimate content creator or you're someone who's being interviewed and you say something on the internet, I believe I have the right to discuss it. Okay?
Exactly.
But man, Sensitive Sally did not agree at all.
What?
So yeah, it's funny, man. Okay, hang on. Ron and Maggie, full Ali live update search on YouTube. Grateful to see Ali safe and speaking her. Yeah, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to completely butcher your name here. Is it I was going to say, is it Mogigi or is it Mogigi? So it's Mogigi. Yeah, I'm with that.
I've decided it's Mogigi. But no, now people are putting out the Ali video, which is extremely important. Like it's not about views, it's about making sure that we know that Ali is safe.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit about the views as well. For some people, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a little bit. There's going to be a bunch of people that have never heard of Ali Carter that are going to see videos that are uploaded about Ali Carter, and they're going to suddenly start covering Ali Carter. But we can't criticize that either. Okay, that's how a story. We as long as we've got an army of people who are doing things for the right reasons, we've got to assume that there's also an army out there doing it for the dollar, but they're still out there doing it. Okay, it's the Mr. Beast healing 10,000 children's blindness conundrum. Okay, he's doing a nice thing, but he's doing it for content. But he's doing a nice thing, but he's doing it for content. It's one of them, right? So yeah. But hey, listen, as long as the story's getting...
I didn't want to put, but that's why I didn't want to put the video out of Ali, because I don't feel that I have the right to. I'm so new to the whole situation. I feel other people who have been talking about her for so much longer should be the one to,
Oh wow, Ron, I'm trying to arrange a safe home for Ali and her mom. If I can successfully do this, what would be a suggestion? A former Soviet nuclear bunker in a location known to no one, okay, with one of the wee periscopes, right? So they can be like, and they can look about. Sorry, I know it's not a funny subject, but I wouldn't know what to suggest to you. When it comes to safe houses, they really have to be safe houses as opposed to a house. But I would just look for any properties close to Big Hommie. I would say anyone that's within a 2-mile radius of Big Hommie and is female, right, is probably safer than most females in the world. Okay, I imagine if any distress happened to a woman within about 200 yards of Hommie, there's like a Hommie dar that goes off, and it's like distress, and off you'll go. And I just want to see Big Hommie pick up like a 130-pound human transporting substance abuser and no, I'm
We
sure he'll shake his hand and go, you're a naughty boy, and phone the police, and that's what would happen.
of course.
That's
Of
whatever
course.
happened, mate.
Of
Nothing
course.
else.
There is nothing to do with pliers and nails implied at all, and that this no
Exactly.
no 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 no
100%.
no no no.
100%. 100%. Do you know? Do you know, man? Humans are going to have two. I mean, there's going to be algorithmic English, right? And so there's worse people to be a fanboy of. I'm telling you that right now. There's people out there that I'm just saying. Me and Big Homie are bros. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. You can bust my chops all day. No problemo. No problemo. So when you have a very short list of friends, right? Big Homie and is a good one to have. He's a good lad. I love
Yes.
it.
Like he's so calm and saying such interesting thing while being so calm.
Yes, Krista, we're talking about movies. Welcome to the Ron and Maggie movie review part of the show. We hope you enjoy the creative narrative that we spin here. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
We should absolutely talk about Blink twice.
Oh, man, that was such a good movie.
Oh yes.
Do you know what I loved about that movie was when you hear what it's about. Like, for example, I said to Dan, we want to watch this. And I told her what it was about. And she was like, oh, no, I don't think I can handle watching that. And I'm like, well, do you know, the stuff that you're worried about seeing is only in the movie for a few seconds. And it's done in a way where it's not glorifying everything. And it gives you what you need to know. But it cuts out a lot of the horrificness, if you will. We know what's happening, but we're not seeing it. But then,
not like
when it comes to when it comes to the end of the movie, if you know what I'm saying, they step it up because it's the reversal. If you see what I mean, we're happy to be seeing what we're seeing. Do you know what I'm saying? I will never look at a paving slab in the same way ever again. Okay, or Christian Slater. I'm just saying. I will say this though, right? Do you not think Christian Slater is an interesting one? Because growing up, Christian Slater was massive, the 80s and early 90s. And it's almost like he had a choice to make, right? And then his A-list status became C-list. And he was in no movies after Kevin Costner's Robin Hood. Okay. After that, after he was in Kevin Costner's Robin Hood, that was pretty much it for him. And it's only recently he's had a comeback because he is a cult legend. So I wonder if one of the pale-skinned men came and
exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So, because again, he was also when he resurfaced in a series called iRobot, where he played some dude, right? He was one of the counterintelligence agency dudes. But yeah, because he was massive. Like was it Nicotine? Not Nicotine, that was the other guy. Like Canine and Cuffs, man. Those were great movies. There was a and Heathers, cult classic, right? This is what it's those memories of those movies is what's kept his career, I believe, going forward now. But he was in iRobot, and then he had a cameo on The Office where he played the corporate video presenter for Sabre. Have you ever wanted to know about Sabre? Do you know what I mean? He's like one of these cheesy corporate videos. My brain remembers. Why do I have that in my brain? Why do I know that? I shouldn't know that.
Because you like Christian Slater and The Office is hilarious.
We just discovered I've got like a weird fanboy shrine to Christian Slater. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just a bit mad. True Romance with Tarantino. Oh, that movie was the reason my son Odin was almost called Elvis. Okay, just that movie, man. How good is that movie? Oh, it's also a good movie. Oh, thank you very much, Lisa. It's all magic. I'm just boring. It's just all boring until magic.
No.
So, like, hang on a second. Don't forget the links for us. No problem. 1 second, Bev. Let me just get this for the wonderful Beverly. Invite guest. There we go. And a second for panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 second. Apologies, everybody. This is me not doing my job before. I'm sorry. On you go. There we go. And
Yes, people, please like, share, subscribe.
goodness, everybody. Yeah. Oh, Bev, it's just all systems go. It's just all good. I just want to say thank you to my team, to the side chat, to the Atwood clan, to the community. It has been a madness for the last 8 weeks, and the last 10 days have been mad. So thank you for being patient, for putting up with me, and all that stuff. It really does mean the world. You can always know where you stand with people when it all goes catastrophically hitting the fan in your life and everyone steps back and does everything they can to help you. And that is people that I've got in my life right now. And you're all kind of awesome. All right. So deal with it.
Aw,
Deal with it. All right. So
you're awesome too. That's why I didn't
yeah,
know what to do without you yesterday.
we'll get there, man. We'll figure it all out. We'll figure it all out.
Oh
Are
my
we
God.
still naming? Are we still mod strong? Oh, mod team strong. I thought you said mod team stream, but now I'm thinking, let's do a mod team stream one night. We'll just get all the mod team on, and we'll just have an absolute mad one. I think that's a great idea. That's a great. And if it goes wrong, we'll just say Miss Armstrong suggested it. That's what we'll do. Broken Arrow. James, I will find out today. It's either today or Wednesday. It's either It's either today or next Wednesday. I spoke to Azria yesterday, and she's gonna either have it for today or next week. I think it's probably going to be next week. James, if I'm being honest with you, but it's coming, bro. It's coming. Their DMs have just exploded in the last week as well. So she's doing her best to get round everyone. But I can't wait for it, dude. It's going to be awesome. I'm just going through the side chat. I think Lean's meant to be joining us. We've got about 17 minutes left. Broken Arrow with John Travolta. We're still going through all the Christian Slayers. But yeah, I've been saying this a while, right? For me, it's now the list of celebrities that fall into the category of, hey, if you don't take this deal, then you're on your own, which is the demonic making a deal with an entity, not a deity, right? And when I say a deal, I don't mean through worship. I mean through a ritualistic process of summoning with your own blood, making an agreement with this demonic force, your intent, your will. You make a deal with them, and as long as you upkeep your end, they'll upkeep theirs. And free will may be a complete part of the process for the BAAL alleged group.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see a short list or a list of celebrities that were incredible that then just dropped off because they didn't want to take the deal. You know,
Exactly.
I'll do a
so
live
scary.
where we go through Solomon's demonic forces, King Solomon's temple, where he trapped them, all what they represent. Is demon a negative thing in a modern term? Because it's a very Christian terminology. And you've got to understand, technically, giants and fairies are demons in modern religion, right? So we need to take that. We're going to reword some things on that night, and we'll go through it all because he's a crazy. He's a crazy.
No, the interview with Big Hommie,
Oh,
I was
are
scared for my life.
we actually got a response from Cat Williams and his people, and it's basically hey, at this point we have to decline, but in the future if we want, it's a very nice showbiz way of going, not right now, mate. Not right now, mate. So I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Nah, I'm not going to say it because it upsets a lot of people. Individuals like that don't scare me, right? It's not something that concerns me. I'm good, man. I'm grounded in a world of protection that
That's
good. Please talk about this. Very interesting. What did we miss? Hang on. Where are you? You can make a point before this. I can't remember what it was. Right. So, Maggie, I want to just let you talk a little bit more about Ali Carter, if you will. So talk a little bit. I mean, obviously, were you too triggered last night to remember anything back? Do you remember a lot of the things that were said last night, or were you just like spiraling? Give us some of the rundown, if you will.
Well, she did name the other people that will probably start being named in the whole Diddy Jayz thingy.
Okay. So big
Yeah,
alleged people.
Yeah,
Big
big allegedly.
So allegedly, big allegedly, who was she mentioning? Allegedly.
She was, I don't know why she didn't say Beyonce, but she said the Beehive.
Yeah.
And then she said also
For the
Oprah.
same reason,
Yeah.
I don't want to say BAAL. She doesn't want to say that woman's name. Think about it. Think about it. We're talking about a woman whose aura is black tar. And when women and people with the skill sets of Beverly Rhodes try and remote view this woman, they are governed by an impenetrable black tar that they can't get through. Now, there's only one or two people like that on the planet. And they're the darkest evils. And Miss Shmish Monshme is one of them.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Shmish Monshme, Big Homie, said that Marina Abramovich is who follows her around. Okay, like, I'm telling you, the documentary that is coming, right, goes into all of this with Beverly Rhodes, with Big Homie. I'm just waiting on Jaguar to see if she wants to send some voice notes to bulk out the parts that I took from our Sean Atwood interviews. But this is what we're delving into, people. When someone like Big Homie comes forward and says there's a freaking high-level priestess of darkness that follows around Shmish Monshme, okay, putting protection spells, Big Homie went on to say about the black tar. Then I had to tell him what Beverly had said, and his freaking mind exploded. Like it's the real deal. I wish I had any percentage of doubt that I could give all of you people hope to cling on to as this not being real. I am all chips down. The watch is off. The mortgage papers are on the table. They're being pushed out and bets are laid. Okay? This is as real as it gets. As real as it gets. Danny Henderson, what is happening? Big shout out, Danny. Danny will be back with us again very, very soon. Awakening with Beverly Rhodes. She is freaking awesome. So big shout out to you, Danny. Looking forward to next year, man. I tell you, if we don't meet up before your event, I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm very, very, very much looking forward to it. So big shout out to you, Danny. Everyone make sure you go follow Danny. She is very much part of the Awaken with Beverly Rhodes friend group, extended panel family. Big shout out to you. And also, I believe that you've got Sean Atwood coming to your channel very, very soon. So everyone stay tuned for that. Danny is, in fact, you're going to get reverb for this. She's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you get the reverb, Danny. You get the reverb. So yeah, and I swear to God, I'm going to shut up now. Please talk about Ali Carter. I'm going to shut up now.
I believe in you, Ron. She basically said the Beehive, Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, names that we have already heard. She talked about the Child Protective Services. She talked also and insinuated about, Denzel Washington, allegedly. And she also talked about a lot. Most of her thing was about Misha and was about what she did in 2012. And she spent a lot of time also talking about the different children that are missing and explaining to us that all those people that are talking, they never talk about the children for a reason. It's because they have been put in place to distract us. Oh, Nicole. So yeah, that's what she was saying. Like her message is better to be listened to by everyone, because what she was saying, it was about her own experience and about Misha, a lot about Misha.
Okay, I just want to say to everybody as well. I just realized. So let's say you're a fan of this content, but you don't really, or you're not convinced by the witchcraft, the magic, the off-world stuff. If you believe that I believe this, right, and you project that belief that you believe I believe, you're still contributing to this entire energy-based vibration battle. Just so you know, that is still a positive after sitting there going negative. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. No, no, no. Oh, but you can go, hey, I really believe this guy believes this. I might not think that, but I know he does. That is still a positive projection. And it all
She also
contributes.
talked about magic. She talked about the magic.
Well, why didn't you tell me that first, Maggie?
Because I am
That wasn't
tired.
the
I
question
barely
I asked
slept.
you. Because I asked a specific question and you answered it really well. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
No, you need to go listen to the thing. Like, it was really informative what she was talking about. And I'm just sad that she needed to come out to debunk Misha. I'm just like Anna Kane had to come out to debunk Misha. Hello.
What's happening, Lynn?
Hey, what's up?
I'm just gonna mute you until you've got something playing in the background there. So I'll let you get that turned off, and then we'll cut back to you.
Guys, as you talk, 1 second.
Yeah, that's right. So we're coming. Like I said, we've got about 7 minutes left, so we'll jump on with Lean. We'll get an update from her because it's been a while, and hoping that everything is good. So, Lean, how are you? How you been keeping? Well,
How are you? I'm doing good. So much better. I needed a break, not only physically but also mentally. I had to kind of clean myself, I would say, from all this dark energy because it affects me really bad. And you know that I do a lot of research on, and this the things I know sometimes it takes a toll on me, and I kind of like physically and mentally have to disconnect because
oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
it's not
I hear
good.
you.
There's so much dark stuff, but tomorrow when I come in for the show, I have some really explosive
Yeah.
stuff to share that I actually came across.
And of course, you're in the same city where Combs, Diddy's currently, incarcerated,
Yep.
right? You're at the epicenter
Actually,
of all this.
you know what's crazy? My brother, a few years back, got into trouble, and he was in that jail.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And when I tell you that it's a hellhole in there, it's a hellhole. He is not having a great time in there.
No, definitely not.
When I tell you that every time he has a court date, he's asking for, to be released on bond, which is never going to happen.
No, well, I mean, but you would though. I mean, it shouldn't be surprising. If I was Diddy or I was Diddy's lawyer, I'd be out there saying, "Oh my God, this trial should be thrown out because of how it's been handled over the internet." I'd be saying all that. I would be trying every trick in the book.
Shit, you know that. Excuse me. Sorry for
Every trick in the book. And I tell you something else. If I was Tony Busby, I would have my laptop and my phone in that tank with a whole bunch of Lunchables, and I'd be sitting pretty. Okay, I'd be sitting pretty. If I need to go to the drive-through, I'm taking the tank. If I need to go to the office, I'm taking the tank. Okay. Tony Busby's a badass. Okay.
Oh
But
yeah,
I would be spending some extended time in the tank. That's all
absolutely.
I'm saying.
He's a legend. And the fact that he had the balls to actually name Jay. Um,
Well, let me
and I
ask
don't.
you, let me ask you. Do
Mm.
you think we are seeing a public show of arm twisting for the female celebrity who wasn't named to do evidence against the two of them? Because in the movies, Lean, right? If you, me, and Maggie are all criminals, right, and we all get arrested, they try and like persuade one of us to testify against the other two so that we get a lighter sentence. I think we're gonna see something. I think so, maybe, possibly, because we don't. But the thing is,
Well,
she's going to know that Busby knows the name, right? It's not like,
Actually, I know who it is. By
well,
the
tune in
way,
tomorrow. Tune
but I'm
in
not gonna
tomorrow.
say
Right?
it.
Is it the same person that Jaguar is thinking?
Um, I don't know.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly,
You have to
I
find out
haven't seen.
tomorrow.
I
You have to
haven't seen
find out
what.
tomorrow.
What did
Yeah, you
Jaguar
have to
say
find out
about
tomorrow.
that?
You just have
What
to
She
did
wait
he
said
until
say?
Mary.
tomorrow.
She said
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige.
Oh wow, that's interesting. That's
She's
very.
convinced.
That's very.
Convinced.
That's very interesting. But I have someone better actually. I have someone
Ooh.
better that I
Ooh.
actually have someone way better because of who was at that show that year. Who were the people on that show that year? I can tell you.
Spicy.
I can tell you. I know who it is.
Well,
But yeah.
make
But
sure,
then,
yeah, Jenny from the Glock is probably the
yeah.
best
Yes.
banter
Yes.
rebrand for her. Is the best one.
Actually,
It's so funny because Jaguar believed that this is the least likely option of the three people that she's thinking of.
but you
Jenny from
guys.
really J-Lo. She thinks she's okay. That's
Uh
interesting.
huh.
I've got no clue, but I was only really throwing in the obvious ones into the mix.
Well, it's if you think about it. Remember that year that the John Doe is talking about. That year of that show that was here in New York City, and that was the year that J Lo showed up with that white outfit with a bandana. She was
Okay.
seen arguing with Diddy. Actually, I think there's a photo. I have to see if I find it, but
Oh
there's a photo of
yeah.
that discussion.
Yeah,
But
we showed that earlier today. Showed that earlier
oh
today.
yeah, so she for sure, for sure, I think it's her. I think it's really her. I think it's her for sure.
All right, just to
Jaguar's
let everyone
argument
know.
are really interesting about that, but I like your. I want to hear your explanation
Yeah, no,
All
because
right.
Mhm.
All right,
it's
everybody,
her
listen,
for
a big
sure.
shout out to Maggie, to Lean, to the Sean Atwood clan. Sean is here in 2 minutes, people, with Diddy
Ooh,
uplines, headlines, and then in half an hour, we are live with Beverly Rhodes. We have an incredible guest for you this evening. It's going to be an absolute banger show. And then after that, I'm pretty sure the wonderful Mr. Atwood is taking you all the way through the night to midnight. And aren't you all just lucky little scallywags? I just want to say to
mm,
all of you, thank you again. As a community, you are part of this. You're part of the
yeah,
content, you're part of the journey. And without you, we are crazy people talking to ourselves in front of our computers, right? If it
absolutely.
wasn't for webcams, okay,
Actually,
wouldn't be
we
a
are
job,
the
it would be a
news.
mental condition. It'd be a mental
We're
condition.
we're literally the news right now because
Yeah,
we're not getting anything from mainstream media,
yeah,
and we are the one doing the research and finding
yeah.
all
Now,
this stuff.
yeah, I mean, personally, I've been in the news for years, but that's
Oh
okay.
yes,
That's
run.
okay.
You gotta
No, I'm kidding.
listen.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, no, no,
Let's
no,
go.
no.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna give you flowers because let me tell you, when I was doing certain research and I came across your entire series, that was
Yeah,
the best investigative journey that you did. Was
yeah.
absolutely
Wow.
amazing.
I
Absolutely
was just busting
amazing.
your chops. I was just busting your chops. I just like to flick my hair from time to time. Okay, listen. You're
See you
all
tomorrow.
fabulous. All of you are fabulous. Lean and Maggie and myself will see you all tomorrow. I'll see you guys in about half an hour. Sean is coming up now. Peace and love. Okay, bye.